We have very similar ratings, actually. But I've been practicing all weekend, and he said he's a bit rusty, so I think this is a great opportunity to potentially get some wins here. First round here, we're going directly south. This feels very dry. It feels like that northern part of Chile. And I'm looking for something that's pretty much north-south, slightly southeast. This would be too much easterly direction. Is it? It's very straight as well, isn't it? Oh, there is a bend in the distance. I might just go here. This feels about right. Let's go for that. And okay, he actually got the 5K. He didn't even click on the road. The disrespect is crazy. But okay, yeah, I mean, I'm not really good at northern Chile. Definitely a place I would like to work out and get some improvement. But we already have our first India of the day. Now, wouldn't it be nice if I got closer than him here? So we have hills to our northeast there. We have rice fields. We don't have any architecture here, so this is pretty bare bones in terms of information. I kind of thought of this kind of area here, like maybe like Andhra Pradesh, Telangana border, but maybe it's just those northern rice fields as well. We do have some slight hills here. He's sending the crying emojis, craziness. I want to go for that. I feel like the slight hills do fit. I'm gonna go for that. And okay, we're actually closer here. It was Telangana. We both get the state, but Debre is a little further away, and it's 134 damage. He's crazing at me. Let's go. Okay, nice. That's a bit of a confidence boost, even though it was not too many points. Next one here is clearly Turkey. We're downtown. We got lots of flat roofs here, so this feels like southern Turkey to me potentially here. Might just go in for that. I guess like Gaziantep would be a fun hopefully that's going to be a relatively close guess. And it is Batman there, so we are closer. I should have gone even further. Basically, you get those flat roofs all along the Syrian border, and Debre is not there, so good little piece of damage there. Hopefully I can back that up with some more good guesses here as we head through to Lithuania. Obviously, this series is kind of a bit of revenge as well, hopefully, because it was Debre who basically destroyed me in the World Cup. But pretty standard Lith stuff. I'm just going to hedge it slightly east here because of the hills. And it ends up being west. He doesn't know the bollards. Interesting, because the I don't know if he's just trolling or if he doesn't know the bollards, but yeah, these ones are quite different to the Latvian ones. And we are in Iceland, and I'm pretty bad at Iceland. I would not be surprised if Debre's pretty good at it. But yeah, Iceland because of the yellow bollards in the distance here. Do I think this is east or west? I guess I would lean. I'm actually going to click middle here. I don't know if this is east or west, and it was east. Yeah, I was probably thinking more west, so the hedge ends up being fine. 699 points, nice. And Debre is ahead by 600 points here. No, we got west. A West Bay here. Does that make sense for either of them? Ceuta certainly could make sense. It certainly could. Number plates certainly work. Car makeup could work as well. And then as for Malia, I don't think that works as nicely. So I'm going to go Ceuta here. We'll see. And we'll see what Debre goes for. Oh, yes, we get the 5K. Very nice indeed. He hedges in southern Spain, though, so it's not going to be too much. Just 400 points there. But it's an impressive guess nonetheless. I'm happy with that. Hopefully that adds to the confidence as well. Next one here, we got a reflector inside the wide lines. I thought this is probably just going to be somewhere in Arkansas for that reason. That could definitely make sense to me. Mississippi and Louisiana also, but I'm going to go for Arkansas here, actually. Put the pressure on. Because, yeah, Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, they have those wide lines. But, yeah, with the reflectors between, that's going to be good for us, guys. 2.2K. I feel like I've not been stressing too much. It's just been certain countries where Debre's been really in an advantage. And here we are in Russia. Probably what he wanted to see. This is a B-type antenna. Kind of getting easterly vibes here, but how far east do we want to go? This could definitely be the end of the game. 2.5 times damage. Is it more Kazan or is it further east? Because I feel like I do want to go further out this direction. 10 seconds to go. Do I hedge it further west? It's not a pleasant round. I feel like I'm just gonna go out here. I am. Okay, and it was halfway. Man, oh man, it was just Yekaterinburg there, and he goes in Nizhny. So it's gonna be 700 points onto me. But honestly, that's a great result considering my guess was not that good. Okay, next one here, Japan. I feel like Debre may know Japan fairly well. We have Hokkaido arrows, which is not what I was expecting to see here. This should be quite southern in Hokkaido to my money. To my mind, we might actually be near Hokodate. But I'm just going to hedge it south of Sapporo. And hopefully these are not lying. I mean, I've never seen them lie. That would be crazy if they were. Pole top looks right as well. But if vegetation only, then, oh, I should have gone Hokodate, but if vegetation only, I probably would have been down in Fukushima or something like that, so definitely an interesting round there. 3.1 times damage here. No one went for the big guess there. Well, here we are in maybe the US or Canada. We have American-style fences. So this kind of feels like it might be out in the Midwest somewhere, or like quite far west, like Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Dakotas, maybe something like that. Trees do feel kind of northern here, I can't lie. I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for Nebraska here. It's a nice big hedge. It could definitely be even Canada. but I'm thinking more US. I'm thinking any of these states around here. So I hope that this is a decent guess. I feel like so far these types of rounds have benefited us, and it was just North Dakota there. Maybe I should have gone South Dakota. I wasn't going to commit all the way, but it's still good damage for us, I guess. And okay, 3.4 times damage. We're back in a big country. I think it's going to be Argentina. Could be good for us. This feels a bit further north to me. Red brick architecture here is interesting. A couple of cacti here. That kind of feels a bit further north as well. And we're on a north-south grid here, which could potentially help if I had more of an idea. Thinking maybe, I don't know how far up north I want to go. I think it could still just be BA, but I'm going to hedge it here. And okay, well, it's quite far north there in Corrientes. He actually goes to Uruguay, missing the pole there. So that is going to be the first game to us, which is very nice. Good. Okay, so we're starting off here with a really interesting round. What is this thing? It looks like Russia, though. Am I right about that? This could be Ukraine. This pole top here, the like reverse T, is kind of common in Ukraine. I think the vibes here are more Russian, though. We have yellow flowers, which is quite common around Moscow. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting round. Like, I don't entirely know where I would click here, especially without the antenna present. I'm probably just going to go east of Moscow here and hope for the best. We shall see. And okay, it was actually just perm there. Did not get that vibe, so that's a really nice guess from Debray 1.4K. Honestly, all I can say. Okay, next one here. This time we are driving left-hand side of the road. It's clearly South Africa. We got a big green mountain to our north here, and not too much else. So what are the houses? What's the vegetation look like? But like a lot of the palms, vegetation feels a bit more subtropical to me, so I do think this is a bit further north. Plate seems to have some green on it or something, which is interesting. That's not what I would have expected to see. Plate could indicate that we were more so down here on like the East Cape or something. I mean, I was thinking this is more north. Wait, so could it just be East Cape? What is that there? Easterly mountains as well. I'm actually switching down here. Please don't be bad. Oh, it is. Yeah, that's where I would have gone. And yeah, the plate kind of saves me there. That's huge damage there, 1.6k. This is, of course, Bangladesh. Roofs here. Sometimes the roofs can really help. Okay, let's check the copyright as well. Copyright date is 2023. That doesn't help at all, really. Could be anywhere in the country. Forest is quite dense. I might just guess south of Dakar here for that reason. Not too sure what I think. I'm just gonna go here. And okay, well, it's just west of Dakar instead. He goes for the hedge, and we are ever so slightly closer. Just 26 points of damage there. Okay, so we got next up here. This looks like US or Canada. This is like typical style pole. This light bulb is more common in the US, I'm thinking. No front plates as well. That's also more common there. Bluish plates there. Not an easy one. We have this as American style of pole, and we have the big blue car. Interesting. So blue plates for sure here. Is that I was gonna say, is that an Indiana plate? No. What type of trees do we have? We have kind of red soil. Maybe this is Oklahoma. Oklahoma plates could make sense for what we're seeing here, I think. But it also felt a bit further north, like some of these like timber houses. I think I'm just gonna go North Oklahoma here. I didn't actually get time to get a good vibe here, but I'm gonna go Tulsa maybe. I don't know. Okay, and it was Kansas there. He goes Kansas City, so actually nothing too crazy, just 79 points. I'm happy with that. Kansas plates can look like that as well, actually. Now we're in Nigeria, not India. Okay, and we're going southeast. We have a lot of red soil here. Are we going up this direction, I wonder? And what direction am I meaning? Just this way, I think, maybe. That would make some sense to me. I didn't get like an east vibe here, so maybe this is more western. I'm gonna go for the commit here. It's only 1.6 times damage. And okay, we go for the same. Yes, I'm happy to get the road there. But yeah, it's gonna be, again, just 10 points of damage. So there were 2 huge rounds here. Everything else was just normal. We'll go for a wave. We are back in North America. This map has tons of big countries. It's good fun like that. Normal looking license plate there. Bit of blue on these ones, blue or green? I can't even tell. I think it's blue actually. Yeah. This feels like Ontario to me. I think we've got Ontario metas. So where do we want to go though? It feels like a bit further north in Ontario. Yeah, Huntsville or something like that here. And it was just east or west, sorry. And yeah, we are close. So that's good. 361 points of damage there, and we are on to 2.2 times damage. With a southern US round here, we got boats, timber houses again, which clearly was pretty south last time. Ooh, but this feels quite far north, right? So we got a front plate, driving right naturally. The white poles kind of make me think we're a bit further north as well. Lots of birches. Pines look northern. Pines definitely look northern here. The timber houses definitely work. The trees definitely work. I think this is actually Maine, you know. It looks a lot like Canada. It wasn't my very first thought, but I think I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna guess Maine, New Hampshire border here. and hope that this is not horribly wrong. But we'll find out momentarily. And okay, it was actually New Brunswick. I really thought that that was US for some reason. I never worked it out, but yeah, 900 points of damage there. Well, that's why it looked like Maine, because it was over the border. Makes sense. Okay, we're on Australia here. Can we press our advantage? This is a Tasmania pole. We're probably northern Tasmania for that reason. To the south. Okay, can we get anything else here? Because there is like a certain part of Tas that this reminded me of, and I don't think the landscape's quite right. I was thinking around here. And yeah, I mean, it could be. I think this is a bit further north, I think. I mean, I'm just going to guess. He might not know. He might not know which state we're in if he doesn't know the pole meta, so I'm just going to go for the guess, but yeah, I hope it's not down here. Oh, it was exactly where I was thinking. Fortunately, Debray hedges between not knowing the pole, so I mean, we could have had an extra 1,000 points damage there almost, which is the sad thing about it. Still fine with it. Okay, next one here. In the US, this is going to be Florida. And we've got, we're going slightly southeast here. East, but slightly southeast. So let's go into Everglades. I guess this could be the angle, where if we're looking at that kind of area. I'm going to go for it here. It definitely feels quite southern, but it was just inside here. Yeah. And Debray is closer. So there you go, 500 points of damage back in his direction. But okay, next one here is the UK. And this feels quite southern to me. This is very dry for a British round. It's also very flat, I'm noticing. So I'm thinking a little further east for that reason. We got a white thing on the pole. Don't really know. Copyright is going to be 2023. Not really helpful in UK, I think. So yeah, I'm just going to go north of London, but slightly. I'm just going to go Cambridge here. Something like I'm going to hedge between Cambridge and Bedford here. And okay, well, it's actually all the way south there. He goes a bit further north with the estates, but I trusted the climate, which pays off 1.4k damage. And we head through to round number 11 here. What do we have going on? It's a bit of Spain. I think these might be, is it Spain? Okay, let's find out. So that is the back of the card. These are Aragon bollards, actually. I'm going to press my advantage. He might not notice it. It's good to just go quickly in these circumstances. And I'm going to go here in Aragon. And of course, Debray knows it. Although he is actually in another state, so he just got the vibes, apparently. A bit unlucky. If I went further east Aragon, then we would have just won, but that's just it. 3.69999 times damage here. Then we have very dry mountains to our north, but also we saw some to our south as well. How far north is this, guys? Don't actually know. How south is the sun? Not too, oh, north is not too. I don't know. I feel like it is like not too far with these rounds. I get the feeling it is actually a bit further south. I want to hedge a bit. I'm just going to hedge between these two cities. And oh my goodness, it was quite a bit further north and inland. I really thought that was a coastal town. And it is enough to knock him out. Wow, we got a bit lucky there. And that is it for the no moving. So we